Welcome to YouTube!
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
I'm Walker.
I'm Aisha. This
And
is
I'm
Coda. And we're excited to start a YouTube channel. This is something I've wanted to for a while, and I'm looping him into it.
Looping is the right word to use.
But we're excited. We're going to take you on all of our adventures that we go on and just our life.
With this little guy, how old is Coda now?
4 months.
He's 4 months old. He's a German wire hair pointer.
Slicked back.
Slick back coat, so that's why his hair isn't really wiry. And he's a fun guy. He makes our lives a little bit entertaining.
Well, we're going to do a Q&A today. What's your favorite thing about each other, physically and personality-wise? Favorite trait?
Favorite trait and favorite physique, is that the word to use?
Yeah.
What I love about Asia is that she has a beautiful smile, and I love her hair. Her hair wasn't, what?
Oh, is that the physical?
It's like physique, yeah. There's a couple things. There's too many to be able to say in just one. And then my favorite trait about Asia is her competitiveness. She's super competitive. When we first got married, I could never play card games with her because I'd beat her just terribly and she would just hate it. So she wouldn't talk to me for a long time. But she's getting better.
I'm
And
working,
we're working
on
it. So it's a good trait to have.
I'm working on not being a sore loser. Not working on the competitiveness.
Yeah, she's trying to be more competitive.
My favorite physical thing about Walker is his face. He has a nice face. His eyebrows, they're the best. So thick. And my favorite personality trait of Walker's is how hardworking he is and how much of a dedicated person he is. If you ask anyone, he is the most hardworking person ever. And if he starts something, he'll finish it. And he'll finish
Eventually.
it. And he'll finish it good. Like, he will get it done to perfection. How did you meet? Love story.
We both went to high school together, and one of the classes we were in, we had a few classes together.
I had lived in Texas for 5 years, and then I moved to Utah my junior year, and we got put into a English class together, and we had met. And
We both had siblings that were about to have a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was kind of like where we found similarities, I guess you could say, something to talk about. And then on the day before, was it the day before Valentine's
It was
Day?
on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, Asia left to go back to Texas to see some of her friends, and I got her Snapchat. She always makes fun of me because I didn't even ask for her number, I just asked for her Snapchat. And I said, hey, there's a test coming up, I'll grab your Snapchat and I can...
We were taking a test that day in class and I was missing it. He said, I'll help you to know what's on the test if you give me your Snapchat. So we snapped that whole weekend. And then when I got back, we had the ACT that we had to take as a school. And we were in the same room because both of our last names started with H. And then after that, he was like, do you want to hang out tonight? And so we hung out with some of his friends. And then the next day, he asked me to prom. And then here in Utah, you answer by a poster. Or you ask by a poster and you answer by a poster, kind of leaving it on their front porches. And so he asked me to prom one day, or Thursday, and then Friday I answered him to prom. And then Saturday was our first date and first kiss.
Yep, and then we were dating a week after that.
A week later.
So, it happened pretty quick, but it's all worked out.
It's worked out. And then Walker, after we graduated high school, he went on a mission for our church for 2 years. And I waited for him, and then he got home and we got married 3 months later.
Yep.
I've been married for 4 months. Tomorrow. What's your favorite thing to do together?
Since we've gotten married, it's been just cold outside because this winter in Utah has been terrible. There's been a lot of snow and it just won't give up. So we've been staying in a lot after work and stuff. So I think one of our favorite things probably to do together is just watch TV.
Watch a show.
We have a show that we like to watch. We've had a couple. We finished
Jack Ryan.
We're
watching Modern Family.
I think you're gonna say Matterhorn.
Matterhorn. We
love The Chosen.
The Chosen.
We love Parks and Rec.
Jane the Virgin.
Yep.
That's what we do in the winter time mostly. Just because he works and then by the time he's home and we eat dinner, it's dark. So we can't really do anything. But in the summer, we like hiking. We like
being
really
outside.
Anything outside. Playing pickleball. I love pickleball.
She's super
I will
competitive
crush
with
anyone in
pickleball.
pickleball.
Okay. We'll have to vlog one of our pickleball days.
I love pickleball.
Actually, one thing, when Asia and I started dating, we did a sports day. And that's when I learned how, like, skilled she was physically. I feel like that's something that a lot of people lack. Just because of all the technology nowadays, in a way. And Asia was just super skilled at, like, every sport that we played. And so that was one of the reasons that I fell in love with her, too.
Mm-hmm. That's cute. I love going on adventures. That's something we want to do on this YouTube channel. We want to explore Utah a lot and kind of show you guys around Utah with us, and not just the parts that everyone knows, but also get to the parts where not everyone sees all the time, and just the pretty hikes in Utah, and maybe go to Arches and go, I don't know, just everywhere.
Yeah, we have some big plans.
Our goal for this summer is to really explore Utah and yeah, see it and
especially because
vlog
this
it.
guy's getting so big. He sleeps most of the time.
Who's funnier?
I think I'm funnier. I made her laugh.
I'm not really funny.
Yeah.
I think I can be funny. I don't think I'm funny when I try to be funny. You know?
Yeah.
When I'm like, oh, this is going to be so funny. I don't think I'm that funny, but I think I have some wit to me. I just say stuff and then people laugh, but on the daily, I don't think I'm like so funny. But Walker's really funny all the time. He is just full of energy and full of just doing funny things all the time. I laugh. He can make anyone laugh, honestly, and I laugh all the time with him.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Okay. What's your marriage advice? Because we're 4 months married, so
Yeah,
we have a lot of marriage.
A lot of marriage under our belt.
A lot of skill.
I would say always strive to make your spouse happy. There's so many little things that you can do, and I think both of us have learned that from our parents, ways to make each other happy and stuff. And we've both been so blessed to have parents that were in healthy relationships and they treated each other with love. And so I would say treat every single day as a day to show your spouse that you love them, and never give up. There's a lot of challenges. It's never easy, especially when there's things that we want to do, but it's hard. And there's, it's hard, especially these days with wanting to go on adventures and just with how expensive everything always is. But that's one thing that we've had to grow through together, and that we're still growing through. So that's what I would say.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
I think another big one that everyone says is communication. That's very big. Just always talking and expressing your feelings. I think that's something we've learned a lot. Not only in our marriage, but in just our relationship. Dating is communicating is a super big thing to make anything work, because no one's gonna know what you're feeling or what you want if you don't tell them, and then you might not get what you want out of your relationship because you're not expressing what you want out, and so the person might not know. They're not mind readers.
Connor feels the same way. He hates when you don't communicate with him.
You're so cute. I love you. What are your goals for 2023 and plans with YouTube?
I think Asia has most of the plans and ideas that she's probably created most of her life. But I think that obviously we have personal lives and we're not here just to show every tiny aspect of our lives. We want to show you guys the fun things that we do, but it's also just about doing fun things and making people laugh and making the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like this is a good way to do it. For this year, we have a lot of goals, a lot of big goals. What would you say?
I think one of our biggest goals is to, at least right now, buy a Sprinter van, which also goes with plans of YouTube, because we want to buy a Sprinter van and convert it, and we want to make a series on YouTube of how we do it and the process of doing it. So I think that would be super fun, and that's one of our goals, to just get that going and buy that. I want to do a lot of cooking videos on here because I love cooking.
She's amazing at cooking.
And I want to do vlogs, like lifestyle vlogs. I want to do travel stuff, explore Utah. I want to do challenge videos on here between me and Walker. Maybe bring other of our friends and family members on here. Walker is very good at construction, and so one of the things I want to do is have him teach me more construction and building stuff, and do a series on that, kind of teaching your wife how to do his job, because he's in construction right now. So those are a few of our ideas. But if you guys have any other video ideas, tell us what you want to see and we'll do them. Because last one, what is your favorite place you've traveled to, and where's your bucket list place to go?
I haven't done a lot of traveling. I don't know.
The only place he's been out of the country is Mexico. And I really want to change that, because I think I haven't been that many places. I've been to, out of the United States, is Mexico, London, Italy, and Scotland.
And Europe.
I went to Europe in March last year, and he was still on his mission. And every time I'd ask him where I went, but I would love to start traveling more, and even in the U.S. I want to experience the U.S. because I've been to a few places in the United States, but I haven't been to that many. So we want to change that. We really want to go to Nashville in North Carolina. I think my bucket list place in the United States is probably Tennessee. And then out of the United States, I've always really wanted to go to Norway, and I really want to go to like Portugal. So I think those are my two. And my favorite place I've gone to is probably London. I love London so much. It was so amazing. By far, 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend going.
My favorites probably was Hawaii when we went
Hawaii.
together. I've been to Hawaii twice, but yeah, Hawaii was really fun. That's where I proposed to Asia on a really fun beach in Hawaii.
It was called...
No, it was called Makua Beach. That's all we're gonna say. Yeah, I loved Hawaii. It was a great trip. And that time we really went and tried to explore. We did like 3 or 4 hikes.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the sunrise, watched the sunset, beaches.
We went on runs in the morning and explored.
It was really
That's
good.
something else we really love to do. We love just being active. I also want to do some fitness videos on here. Not that I'm a fitness guru at all, but I love fitness, and we love running. We've both done a half marathon. We're hoping to do another one this year, maybe a full one. So I can take you along on a run or do something like that. But yeah, that's one of our goals whenever we travel, is to run every morning, or at least once, to kind of explore that way. Explore going on a run where you're staying and really seeing it. So that's one of our goals when we travel. What's your bucket list place inside and outside the United States?
I don't have one outside of the United States.
Walker is the type of person where he always says, planning trips stresses me out, but once I'm there, it's fun. Like, getting to the place is hard for him, but once he's there, he really enjoys it. So I'll be the planner, but you guys should give us ideas of where we should go and what you do in those places.
I really want to go inside the United States to Alaska.
Oh, I would love to go on an Alaskan trip.
So I love that kind of stuff.
Outside, anywhere?
Outside, Canada.
No, I
Banff.
really want to go to Banff. I think that's where everyone talks about, but it looks so pretty. But yeah, that's a little bit about us. We're excited to start this YouTube channel and to take you guys along with us. If you like this video, if you want to follow us, you should like and subscribe. I've always wanted
First
to
time
say
saying
that.
it.
Is that it?
Peace. I
We
think
should
so.
have a closing.
Peace.
That was cringy.
That was really cringy.